Okay, so to start with, I'm going to make enough to make 1.5 servings. So that's 75 grams stevia right there. Okay, so now you're going to add your molasses. So that's 1 gram per every 10 grams. Okay, so that's 7 grams of molasses. Just going to mix that now. You want to kind of whisk it up against the bowl. Alright, that should be good enough. I'm going to just spread this out now. Alright, now I've got rolled oats, so whole grain rolled oats, and I'm going to be using 120 grams, because again, it's 1.5 servings. Alright, so I already blended these up. Okay, it's 120 grams. Now, protein powder. I use my protein chocolate. The base recipe calls for 38 grams, but again, this is 1.5 servings, so that's 57, I believe. Next, baking soda. So it's going to be half teaspoon plus it's 1.5, so a little bit more than half. Okay. Now I'm just going to do a little bit of salt. Okay. Now then, just going to mix that up. Just go ahead and start using your fingers, because all those little bits of brown sugar will clump together and you don't really get an even blend. So I've just mixed in my chocolate chips, and now all you're going to do after you do that, if you're using any, is you're just going to make a well in the center of all your mix. Now I'm going to go ahead and pour in 20, or as close to 20 as I can get, grams of milk. And since I've used 1.5 times the ingredients, I can go with using a little bit less oil. And I'm using low-calorie melted butter for this. So I'm going to use 22 grams of this. Now I'm just going to use about 4 or 5 grams of vanilla. Now, after that, what you're going to do is you're just going to mix it in a way that you kind of just scatter all the liquid as best as you can. Part patience is key. Make sure that you're mixing all the wet parts up with all the powder that you're seeing around the edges of the bowl until you start to see just clumps. Everything is clumps. Now then, what you're going to do next, you're just going to add in a little bit more milk, about 5 grams. Now, as you can see, the clumps are getting a little bit bigger. I do recommend to to actually use your hands to fill the dry parts and the wet parts and mix those together. I'm going to add 5 more grams in different areas. More grams. Just until I start getting the desired result. And the reason why is because you don't want to pour in all of your stuff and then realize that you've made a very kind of just soggy, droopy dough ball that's just going to turn into cakes. I'm just going to start using my hand again for this part. Yeah, and that's mixing way better now. Just a bit of patience. You just kind of feel the clumps getting bigger and bigger here. Let's see if this is ready yet. Use. Yeah, okay. Just gonna roll the ball. Now you have your ball of dough. Should be that dense. Should be that dry. Alright.